takes a break. I want you to introduce yourself for those who may not know you, sir.
My name is Charles+Henderson, president and founder of Renewed Vision. It's a company I started to basically help young men renew their, young men and women, youth and young adults to renew their vision about renew the vision of themselves.
So how important is vision, man? Like, we hear that in the spiritual circles all the time, but how does that translate into the young culture, man? Because that's a big word, but it's so many, you know, few letters.
To be honest, you know, we all have vision. We all operate on vision. I remember I had a car that I wanted, and it was a Lexus GS 300 98, beautiful.
Yep, you know that model.
And I would drive by this dealership every day, exercising my vision because I knew what I wanted.
Right.
So what I did was I basically charged my mind with the idea of having it. And all of my moves was geared towards getting that thing.
So did you get the car?
Oh, I got the car.
That's it, man. But for those of you who don't know, this brother, you know, he's a powerful man of God. He's definitely excited about what he's doing, man. And I've been following your web series, Tailor+Made, and I was like, man, I got to get this guy in, man, because I think the one that really clicked in was the one when you're sitting on the stairs. Oh. And you're like, I know y'all wondering, Charles, what are you doing on your front steps? You know what I mean? And it just had this transparency that you were just communicating on this regular afternoon. I'm like, it's just that simple. You know what I mean? But talk a little bit about your movement, your ministry, and everything that you're doing right now, man.
Well, you know, a couple years ago decided to basically figure out what my gifts and my talents were. And the one thing that I kept coming up with was, dude, all you love to do is talk and teach. That's what you love. And so one day I saw Les Brown speaking, and he spoke to my heart. And I simply was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. I want to speak and do what he did for me. Right.
For those of you who don't know, Les Brown, we definitely got a clip that we played here several times that we'll, we'll play because he's one of my favorites too. I love that guy. I love his story, and we're gonna get a little bit into Charles' story's second half. But Tailor+Made, I think we can start there, man. Talk about Tailor+Made. What's happening? Because that's definitely on the forefront of cyberspace right now. So what's happening with Tailor+Made, man?
Tailor+Made is a YouTube show that I started to just stay abreast of my speaking skills and also to speak to people in regards to some of the things that they may not be thinking about and how it's affecting their lives. And you notice the name Insight. It's just my way of connecting to seemingly unconnectable things and showing how they actually do relate. You know, when you talk about me sitting on the stairs just chilling. Right. You know, you don't realize you're wasting a whole lot of time, a whole lot of hours just chilling. You know, and that's the very thing you need to prepare for opportunity.
Right. So how did Tailor+Made come from a sitting on the stairs moment with Charles?
No, actually, Tailor+Made came from, there's a book that I read called Making the Impossible Possible.
Okay.
And he talked about how he used something that he loved to express himself, and that was pottery. To teach kids how to mold and craft their lives. And for me, I've always wanted to wear suits.
Okay.
And, you know, I remember someone saying to me, it's one thing to have a suit that fits you. It's another thing to have something designed by you and for you.
Did Fubu say that?
No, right? That's right. But that, you know, when I looked up the word tailor-made, it literally means to be suitable for something. And I realized that, you know, for many of us, we have or we don't have because we're not suitable for what we want. So I said, you know what? I'm going to create a series called Tailor+Made, design who you want to be. And that's what we're going to talk about, designing who you want to be.
Wow, wow. Designing who you want to be. Tailor-Made. There's so much... I'm trying to put it all in there, and we're going to get as much as we can. So you're a motivational speaker?
I'm a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, whatever you want to call it. I just love to talk and teach to, our young youth and young adults because of the things that I've gone through, and not having the consistent person to come and speak to me about some of the things that I've gone through.
Right. So for those who just tuned in, we're talking with Charles+Henderson. Real quick, bro, where can we log in and check you out? I mean, because some people during the breaks, they may want to check out Tailor+Made. Where can they check that out right now?
Well, you can go on YouTube and find me at, if you type in YCYL Today, that's my page name, and that stands for You Choose Your Life Today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. But you can find the series on YCYL Today on YouTube.
Right. Well, we got a lot to talk about and dig into with Charles. A little bit about his personal story, his journey to getting to where he is, and talking a little bit about where he's going. I mean, because I'm sure the brother has he has it mapped out. I don't doubt it. You know, obviously with God's involvement as well, because they always say you want to make God laugh. Tell him your plans, but I think that's like false doctrine. God is not, you know what I mean? Right. He's not insulted by the fact that we have a plan in our purposes in his plan. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. We're going to jump into this Tasha Cobb Happy. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about my man Charles and his personal story, his personal journey, and why this mission is just so important, why we can't give up, why we got to stay in the trenches, even when it feels like we want to quit. But keep it locked in. Here's Tasha Cobbs with Happy, and we'll be right back.